50 years ago today, with the world watching his every move, Neil Armstrong took one small step for man and a giant leap for mankind.
The moon landing forever changing space exploration. Here's ABC's Maggie Rulli with more on the anniversary of the moon landing.
Well, people are celebrating all over today, from the National Mall to Times Square to arguably the biggest party happening right here at the Johnson Space Center. And it's where it all went down during the Apollo missions. Now they're expecting thousands of people here today, all taking part in a chance to remember that monumental moment in history that, guys, it turns out almost never happened. 50 years ago this morning, the entire nation was holding its breath.
The drama of watching the Apollo 11 in the summer of '69 is, can they do it?
After more than 4 days, Apollo 11 was about to enter its final descent onto the moon.
The first part went pretty well, just about textbook stuff, except suddenly they reported,
1202 priority display alarms came out.
My first thought was, oh gosh, we're not going to make it. We're dead in the water.
The spacecraft had overshot its landing and was burning fuel faster than expected.
I think many Americans sometime in their life have driven when the gas gauge in the car reads empty. That was the condition that we were on.
For astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, it became a life or death situation. Armstrong manually guided the lunar lander, known as the Eagle, carefully down to the moon's surface.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
And that moment was made possible in large part because of the men and women sitting in this room. This is the new fully restored mission control from Apollo 11, and everything is exactly as it was on that day.
I look at that landing as really some of the finest piloting I've ever seen in my life.
An entire nation now captivated by what the future could hold.
With the success of the moon, there's nothing to stop us from, like Vice President said, Mars, you know.
Right now, we can only be certain that 4:17 p.m., July 20th, 1969 AD, is an end and a beginning.
And since Apollo 11, the U.S. has sent 5 other manned missions to the moon. The last one is sitting right behind me. This is the command module from Apollo 17 that landed on the moon back in 1972. Now, today NASA is saying they plan on sending people back to the moon by 2024. Only this time they might not stop. They say they want to make it all the way to Mars. At Johnson Space Center, Maggie Rulli, ABC News.